Tigers, they both run out of the eye. These teams are very, very similar. Of course, Coach Ron Poe and Coach Don Denbo. Maybe they've gone to the same school of coaching a number of times.
Michael Johnson is checked in at the fullback spot as the Tigers go out of the power I formation on 2nd down and 7. Send Morgan in motion to the right. Pascal fakes the handoff, fakes two, and now hands it off to Ricky Stewart. Stewart around the right side is up to the 40-yard line. Well, that's a play we haven't seen all year, Roy, as they start from the power I formation, send Morgan, the tailback, in motion to the right, then do a cross-buck handoff and hand it off to Ricky Stewart coming from left to right.
And a good block out front by Brad Powell that time as he pulled out of that tackle slot, giving Stewart a little more running room as he moves it up to near the 40-yard line, just over the 40. And the Tigers will have it first down there once again.
7-yard pickup for Stewart as the Tigers pick up first down number 2 on the game. Carroll and Stewart come wide to the near side this time. They jump at the line of scrimmage. Shannon Pascal on the option, hands to his fullback. I believe it was Owens with the football. Yes, number 36, Robert Owens, carried the football. He's across the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
Owens just going straight ahead behind the blocking up front there. Blake Meredith and the entire offensive unit, of course, and moving forward with the football, Robert Owens has been averaging about 7.8 yards a carry per game. This time picks up 6 as the Tigers will have it 2nd and 4 at their own 45-yard line.
Tim Reddick checks into the huddle as a tight end as the Tigers go with a 2 tight end formation, send only one man wide to the near side. That's Ricky Stewart. Back to pass is Pascal rolling to his right, throws underneath, complete to Reddick at the 45 in Lions territory. Another first down for the Corsicana Tigers. Well, boy, if they just hold on to the football, maybe the Tigers can get something going here.
Well, they've been moving the ball very well that time, hitting Reddick on the little square out to around the 45-yard line in McKinney's end of the field. Pascal is now 1 of 2 in the passing department. He's has been throwing, has completed 855 yards for 10 touchdowns and 52 of 104 in the passing, so obviously 50% on his passes. He's 1 of 2 so far this evening.
Yardage was good for another first down for the Tigers. Ricky Less and Craig Carroll come wide to the near side. Shannon Pascal, the quarterback, barks out the signals, hands off to his fullback, Robert Owens, and Owens has about 4 yards down to the 41-yard line. Good blocking on the right side by Jeff Chambers and Brad Powell.
Well, some good blocking up front, as you noted, on that right side as the Corsicana Tigers continue to move the football. Robert Owen that time picking up about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. The ball at McKinney's 41-yard line. We're at 6:11 here in the first quarter as the Tigers started this drive back at their own 16 and are now moving the football.
The Lions starting defensive end, Ronnie Underwood, on the bench being attended to, so the right end is maybe a bit vulnerable here, but the Tigers come to the left side. Shannon Pascal on the option, pitches late to Daniel Morgan. He could go all the way to the 15, to 10, to 5. Touchdown, Daniel Morgan.
41 yards for Daniel Morgan on the touchdown. A fine play by Shannon Pascal that time on the option play, keeping it as long as he could, pitching it back to Daniel Morgan, turning the corner, and then it's a foot race to the end zone. Only person who had an opportunity to catch him there, Lark, was number 8 for the McKinney Lions, and that was Luther Washington, but it was not enough as Daniel Morgan scores from 41 yards out, and the Tigers on the scoreboard first.
Shannon Pascal doing his best imitation of J.C. Watts as he brings the ball to the left side on the option and waits till the last possible minute to get it to Daniel Morgan, who streaks around the left side for the touchdown. On to put on the extra point is John Lahan. The kick is kind of low, and he hooks it to the left. So the point after is no good. 5 minutes, 49 seconds left first quarter. Our score are the Corsicana Tigers 6, and McKinney Lions nothing. Back with more Tiger football in 1 minute.
First Bank is proud to feature Falcon Business Funds, which had its Corsicana beginning in 1970 with just 6 employees making only snap-out sets. In 1978, Falcon moved to its new location and today make continuous forms for data processing equipment and employ 78 people. They have a network of distributors throughout the Southwest. InterFirst encourages businesses like Falcon for Corsicana and is pleased to continue to be a part of their financial planning.
ENSCO Southwest Group Incorporated is announcing their new agency name, Edward M. Polk Associates Incorporated. They are changing their agency name and returning to their heritage in recognition of 3 generations of ownership by the Polk family, a name synonymous with insurance since 1895. The address and phone number will remain the same, 400 West Collins Street, Corsicana, 874-5671. They look forward to serving your insurance need for many more years to come and wish the Tigers a victory in tonight's game.
Clark Smith, along with Roy Miller, where the Corsicana Tigers have struck first in this class for a regional battle. On a touchdown run by Daniel Morgan, Martin Morris kicks off for the Tigers once again. Kicks high and short, comes down at the 17-yard line. The receiver tries to reverse his field, has no room. Once again, backpedaling, still no room. Tigers chasing all the way back to the 5-yard line. And not a very good idea by the McKinney Lions on the run back. With the football, I believe, was number 8, Luther Washington, and he really was in jail. Excuse me, that's number 9, Junior Anderson with the football. And he had absolutely no room to run as he tried to reverse his field and come to the near side. And he found nothing but blue shirts. And well, stopped.
The McKinney Lions will have it 1st and 10 now on their own 8-yard line. Lark, the Tigers went 84 yards in 7 plays, 41-yard touchdown run by Daniel Morgan. Used up 3 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock in that first drive.
1st and 10 for the McKinney Lions from their own 8-yard line. Men wide to each side of the formation, hand off to the tailback, and he has absolutely no room to run. Matthew Allen, matter of fact, thrown all the way back into the end zone. Excuse me, that's number 25, Sammy Walker.
And talk about the TNT exploding that time as they were all over Walker. Nothing there for him. In fact, dropped back to the 6-yard line, a loss of about 2 on the play as the Corsicana Tiger defense is alarmed and swarming.
Notice one change in the defense in this series. Finus Brown playing the right defensive end, number 44, in for Daniel Morgan, who's getting a bit of a rest on the bench after his 41-yard touchdown run. 2nd down and 6 to pick up a 4 on the last play. Excuse me, 2nd down and 12. Coming to the near side and getting out of a couple of tackles is number 33, Simmons. And Randy Simmons gets the ball out near the 20-yard line. And he may have picked up 1st down yardage for the McKinney Lions.
Simmons just doing an outstanding job of eluding tacklers that time. He was hit a couple of times, almost brought down, keeping his balance, moving the ball out to the 20-yard line. We have one of the Tigers shaken up on the play just a bit, out near the 20-yard line. The official calling a timeout. Bernie Camarilla and Dr. David Campbell over very quickly to check on the injured Tiger.
Not sure who it is, but he's
haven't been able to catch his number yet.
Seems a little woozy. Number 18, Mark Morris.
No, it's
number 80, Kenneth Henry.
Kenneth Henry is shaking up on the play just a little bit. But as we said, Dr. David Campbell there. Also, Bernie Camarilla, I believe, over to check on him. He's making his way off under his own power. But a good run by Simmons that time as he picked up enough yardage for a 1st down for the McKinney Lions. Unofficially, they have 2, and the Corsicana Tigers have 3.
With the injury to Henry, Finus Brown now moves from the right end to the left end, and Daniel Morgan gets very little rest after his 41-yard touchdown. He's back in at the right defensive end position for the Corsicana Tigers. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go, 1st quarter. The Tigers outfront the Lions 6-0, thanks to a 41-yard touchdown run on the option left by Daniel Morgan, and a great assist from Shannon Pascal, waiting till the last second to pitch the ball out on the option.
Morgan's 23rd touchdown of the year, 21st by rushing, by the way.
1st down play for fumbled. Finus Brown's after it, so somebody else from the Corsicana Tigers. Who has it? Corsicana. On the football is number 33, Mike Sims.
Michael Sims, who had that 100-yard touchdown interception return last week, Lark. He played an outstanding defensive game and picks up another fumble as the Lions lose it once again. The Tigers have great field position down around the 16-yard line.
Arnold looked like he was going to option to the near side of the field. He had already ridden his fullback through, and about the time he gave the ride to his fullback and decided to keep the football, I believe Tim Reddick was in his face, and that just surprised him enough to make him drop the football. 3rd fumble recovery by the Corsicana Tigers. They have it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pascal on the option, hands off to his fullback, Owens, and Owens finds little room, maybe up to the 15-yard line goes Robert Owens.
Down underneath the bottom of that pile for the McKinney Lions, their big defensive lineman, number 51, Ray Trevino, or Raul Bisquero, I guess it is. The big nose guard making the stop on Owen and moved it down to near the 15-yard line to pick up a couple on the play, but it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Tigers at the 15-yard line. 4:12 still to play in the first quarter. Tigers lead 6-0.
2nd down and 8. Ball at the 15. Only one man wide this time. Pitch back goes to Daniel Morgan. Once again over the left side. He has a flag thrown on the play. The ball goes down to about the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Now let's see what the meaning of the flag is. They threw it all the way back toward the 15-yard line. Possibly a tripping penalty. Something of that nature against the Tigers. The indication from the official is holding against Corsicana. Seemed like the flag was thrown well behind the play, but that will cost the Tigers a first down inside the 10. And it'll make it 2nd down and about 18. And they will put the ball down at the 26.5-yard line.
Morgan running behind the block that time of Jeff Chambers. But as we noted, the holding call, and they bring it back to around that 27-yard line, where we'll be 2nd down and 20 from the 27-yard line of the McKinney Lions.
3 minutes, 52 seconds, clock counting here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 20 from the 27. 2 men to the right side of the formation. Pascal rolls that way, throws that way, complete at the 15-yard line. And immediately tackled is number 21, Ricky Stewart. Stewart, the wingback, just on the square out, went down about 10 yards, squared out, and picked up yardage back to near just past the original line of scrimmage.
Good block over there by Stewart to give Pascal time to throw the football, or excuse me, by Owen, rather. Stewart was the receiver on that one. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts left. It'll be 3rd and 2 with the ball at the 9-yard line of the McKinney Lions as the Tigers break the huddle back to the line of scrimmage.
Eric Middleton checks in at tight end for number 89, Keith Moore. Only one back behind the quarterback is Morgan's in the slot. Back to pass and throwing is Pascal and incomplete. Overthrows his intended receiver at the 5-yard line. I believe that was Daniel Morgan who the pass was intended for.
Morgan there, but the pass just overthrown, incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th and, well, the scoreboard now says 4th and 7 of the ball at the 14-yard line. True, okay.
That'll bring John Lawhon onto the field with his kicking tee. He sets it down at the 21-yard line, so a 31-yard field goal attempt for John Lawhon out of the hold of, I believe, Mark Morris is holding the football for him. John Albritton is the center snapper. Snaps back, kicks on its way. It's long enough. Is it true? It is. Well, the Corsicana Tigers doing what they've done in the early part of the year, the regular season, taking the scoring opportunities, the mistakes, and making scoring opportunities out there, scoring after the fumble on the field goal. Kickoff goes down about the 15, comes out to the 25-yard line. Going straight ahead with the football this time was, I believe, number 23, Jason Binion. And he'll have it 1st down and 10 for the McKinney Lions at the 26-yard line. Once again, set up that McKinney offense for you. Their quarterback is Hona. His fullback is Randy Simmons and Matthew Allen. The wingback, number 20, Wilfred Pryor, and the split in is number 38, Mark Jackson. Back to pass is Hona. Looks upfield, throws, and it's tipped. Mike Johnson getting a hand on the football just in front of the intended receiver, batting the ball away. And that was a great defensive drop by the linebacker, Mike Johnson.
That's Lawhon's 2nd longest field goal of the year, Lark. He kicked a 32-yarder against Midlothian. Had a 23-yarder against Wilmer Hutchins. He also had kicked a 27-yarder against Grand Prairie, but the 31-yarder here has put us on the scoreboard once again. 9-0 as the Tigers lead with 2:37 still to play in this first quarter.
Men wide to each side of the formation with a split backfield behind Hona. He drops back to pass again, looks to his left side, throws long, and the receiver cut out instead of going up. Intended for number 20, Wilfred Pryor. Pryor at about the 45-yard line took an out pattern, and the quarterback Hona threw an out-and-go pattern, and the ball fell harmlessly to the turf at the Corsicana 40-yard line. Ricky Stewart was there to defend if he was needed.
But as you said, the receiver just took the wrong turn that time, and the ball falling incomplete. Wilfred Pryor is a 160-pound senior. That time the play went awry, and it'll bring up a third down, and still 10 needed by the McKinney Lions at their own 26-yard line.
Well, they passed both times, and they appear to need a pass here, but they may cross us up with a draw. Once again, one of those back-to-pass screen pass, thrown short and incomplete at the 30-yard line, intended there for number